Fundraising online still means random posts and praying someone clicks donate. This is your reset. You don't need boosted posts, the latest technology, or to beg your friends to share your page. You need a simple, repeatable system that brings in new donors every week without tons of expensive tech or a big team. Here's what I see all the time. Most small nonprofits don't have a predictable way to find new donors online. They post, they hope, they wait. One week, a few gifts trickle in, the next, nothing. So growth feels random, the pressure never lets up, and you end up spinning your wheels, doing all the things you're supposed to do, but still feeling invisible. An arts group I coached was in the exact same situation. We made a few small, simple shifts. We launched a one-page donor magnet, added a 5 email welcome series, and asked 5 supporters to share a post once a week. In just over 1 month, they captured 128 new emails, 19 first-time donors, all with zero ad spend and almost no extra time. Trust me on this one, I've taught hundreds of nonprofits how to master fundraising. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to post, where to send people, and how to turn first-time visitors into loyal donors on autopilot. So let's dive in because step number 1 is defining your ideal new donor. And I cannot stress this enough. When you try to talk to everyone, you connect with no one. But when you picture one real person, like a local parent, a retired teacher, or a small business owner, suddenly your message clicks. Say you run a food security program. Your ideal new donor might be Grocery Glenda. Glenda's not scrolling through Facebook thinking, how can I support hunger relief today? She's thinking, groceries are so expensive right now. I can't imagine how families on tight budgets are getting by. That's your opening because you're not selling a donation. You're offering a solution to something she already cares about. So ask yourself 3 questions. Who would naturally care most about your cause? What problem are they worried about in their own world? And how can your work help them feel like the hero for solving it? When you nail this, everything else gets easier. Your posts become clearer, your stories hit harder, and if you want to take this even further, you can create a couple of donor personas. Now that you know who you're talking to, let's give Glenda a reason to stop scrolling and think, wait, that's for me. Step 2 is to create what I call a donor magnet. It's a small, genuinely helpful piece of content like a checklist, a one-page guide, or a quick starter kit that gives value to your ideal donor before you ever ask for a dime. So if your ideal donor is Grocery Glenda, what does she really care about? She cares about neighbors, community, and making sure no child goes to bed hungry. So your donor magnet could be something like the Smart Shopper's Guide to Helping Your Local Food Bank. Inside, you might include a short list of the top 5 most needed food items and a few that people often donate but food banks can't use. One short, heartwarming story of a family helped by your program, and a gentle note that says, want to make an even bigger impact? Here's how you can get involved. It's practical, personal, and speaks directly to what Glenda already cares about: feeding families and doing good close to home. The secret is to position it as a gift, not a pitch. It answers questions Glenda already has and earns her trust. And here's the magic. In order to download it, Glenda has to give you her email address. This means you can include a checkbox for her to opt into your email list. And the best part, most website platforms already have this easy plug and play sign in forms built in. It takes just a few minutes to set up. And now she's not a stranger, she's a warm lead. That's where your email series comes in, which we'll get to in about a minute. But first, now that you've built your donor magnet for Glenda, you need a way for her to actually find it. So your donor magnet and the email sign up that goes with it should live in a high visible traffic areas. So like your homepage right near the top, not buried in the footer, and use a clear headline like get your free shopper's guide to helping your local food bank and add it to your blogs, any resources included in your social media bios and your posts, even your email signature. Add a line that says grab your free guide. Now for the best part, once Glenda fills out the form, she automatically gets your donor magnet and is entered into your new subscriber welcome series. This is where real relationships begin. So think of this series as your digital handshake that turns curious into committed. Most email platforms like MailChimp, Constant Contact, they let you build these automated journeys, which are pre-written emails that you send on a schedule that you set only to the people who join that list. This is your chance to make a great first impression without lifting a finger. So here's how I like to structure them for my students. I do 5 short emails over 5 weeks. And the first email includes the download and a welcome message. It delivers that donor magnet, but it also makes Glenda feel genuinely seen and appreciated. I start with a warm welcome to our community message that sounds human, not corporate. I thank her for caring about the same issues we do. I keep it short, personal, and emotional. Then email number 2, which I like to schedule for the week after, should spark interest. Let her show why food security matters. Tell a simple, real story that puts her at the heart of the mission. Maybe it's, meet a family in need. Just keep it vivid, emotional, and relatable. Let her feel the hope, the challenge, and the change. By the end, she should feel proud that she downloaded your guide because she's aligned with something good. For email 3, I like to build a desire to help. This is where you zoom out and show the bigger picture. Explain why your work matters right now, the deeper reason behind what you do. Maybe it's that more families are turning to food banks or how grocery costs have jumped 10% in the past year. Then connect it back to her world. So neighbors like you are making it possible for local families to put real meals on the table. Build pride and ownership. Let Glenda feel like she's already helping just by being part of your community. You're not asking for money yet, though. You're nurturing emotional investment. So by this point, she's not just aware of the issue, she feels connected to the cause. Now, email number 4 is about the proof. This is where we back emotion with evidence. So share 1 or 2 short examples that prove your solution works. So a before and after story, a quick stat or testimonial from a family or volunteer. This builds credibility and trust. Show her that your approach is not just inspiring, it's effective. Keep the focus on transformation. What changed because of supporters like her? The message should feel like together we're making this happen. Email number 5 is the action and momentum. So by now, Glenda knows your mission, your impact, and her connection to it. It's time to invite her to take action. The key word here is invite, not pressure. But give her a clear, simple action to donate or join a monthly giving circle or attend an event. But just reinforce how her support continues the story she's already been a part of. End with gratitude and excitement about what's ahead. By the end of this series, Glenda doesn't just know about your work, she feels part of it. And that's how you turn an email list into a community of donors who care. This is a perfect place to thank our sponsor, Click and Pledge. They're not just an amazing all-in-one fundraising platform. Their shout-out feature lets you send personal video or audio messages right to your donors by email or text. It's the easiest way to say thanks, share impact, and build real connections straight from your phone or your desktop. So if you want to lead with gratitude and keep your donors inspired, check out Click and Pledge. I left a link in the video description. All right, next step. And this one's sneaky powerful. If you've ever felt like your posts just disappear into the algorithmic void, this is how you fix it. No ads required. Every week, activate a couple of micro ambassadors who are people who already love your cause and are willing to share one thing for you. So board members, volunteers, friends, former clients. You can even tap into those loyal social media followers who always comment, love this, but never know how else to help. So I like to start by checking who's constantly engaging with our post. And then I'll send them a little DM that says, hey, you've always been so supportive. Would you be a digital ambassador for us this month? Here's the mistake, though, most nonprofits make. They say, can you post about our campaign? And to a busy person, that sounds like, please write an essay, find a photo, tag 10 people, and make it sound good. So they don't do anything. Here's the fix. Give them, say, 2-sentence share script, an image, and a link, maybe some graphics. That's it. Make it brain dead simple to copy, paste, and post. And here's the math. If a few people share your post every week, your story and your donor magnet are suddenly seen by hundreds of new eyes across their network. That's free visibility, real reach without spending a dime. Because at the end of the day, people trust people. And when Glenda sees her friends share your post, it feels authentic, not like marketing. That's social proof in action, and it's one of the fastest ways to grow your donor base organically. Now, here's the problem most small nonprofits hit. They've built the system, you're bringing in new emails every week, but those donors aren't giving yet. That's because most fundraising emails get ignored. The good news is it's fixable. So up next, watch my 30K email formula video where we'll show you how to write fundraising emails that donors actually read, feel, and respond to. And if you're ready to stop self-funding and start raising real money, that's exactly what my fundraising fast track program is built for. I'll leave a link for that in the video description as well. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you're subscribed, drop a comment below, and I'll see you next week.